Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome back. With Monster Crown now out on Xbox One and PS4, as well as Steam and Switch, which have been out for a while, I figured it'd be a good time to discuss Monster Crown's combat system for those just getting into the game. That said, if you are new to the channel and are a Monster Crown fan, definitely feel free to check out my previously released guides and breakdowns. I'll leave a link to some of them in the description, including a basic breeding guide, a wild egg farming method, a starter location guide, and more. Anyways, Monster Crown's battle system is more than just your typical one-on-one turn-based style combat that we see in more Pokemon-esque games such as Pokemon itself, Coromon, or Nexomon. This is not to say that the previously mentioned battle systems are bad, just that Monster Crown is different and doesn't function quite the same. In this video, we are going to be giving a basic rundown of how the combat works, including the game's types, monsters, stats, the synergy system, and mid-battle transformations. By the end of this guide, you should have a grasp on the basics and be ready for your journey through Crown Island. All that said, make sure to sit back, relax, and let's dive right in. Okay, so for starters, yes, Monster Crown features one-on-one turn-based battles where you take turns launching your attacks, and turn priority is based off of the speed stat, much like you'd expect. Stats can be broken down into attack, magic, defense, resistance, and again speed, with magic being your special attack and resistance being your special defense. I'm not going to go too much into that. It's a pretty simple concept, especially if you've played a game like Pokemon. In terms of types, Monster Crown has 5 types, including Brute, Malicious, Unstable, Relentless, and Will. Each type is advantageous to the type on the left and disadvantageous to the type on the right. These types of matchups provide a damage multiplier by a factor of 50% in either direction. Again, pretty simple stuff, but now we're going to get into some of the more unique aspects behind the combat system. Monster Crown's main mechanic as far as battling is concerned is the synergy system, which allows for more strategic options in battle. Your current synergy level will be displayed by the 4 bars on the left side of the screen, while the enemy's on the right. In order to build up synergy, you have 2 main options, either being to execute a switch or to sit back and defend, which essentially gives up your turn but reduces incoming damage during it. If your monster is knocked out, all built up synergy is lost, and if you do execute an attack, you'll gain certain bonuses at the cost of all your current synergy. These bonuses include the following, and thanks to my buddy Dro for putting this together. At 1 bar, the next move will do 1.5 times damage. At 2, your magic stat will be boosted by 1.5 times. At 3, you'll drop the foe's defense by 50%. At 4, you'll drop the foe's attack by 50% and gain a 2.5 times power boost. And at 5, your crowned form will be available and you'll drop the foe's attack by 50%, and your next move will do 2.5 times damage. Now, in order to activate crowned synergy or crowned transformations, you must switch to the monster you want to crown. After doing this, the monster will automatically transform into the special crossbreed variant of the type that is advantageous against its current enemy. These things are very powerful and not to be slept on. If synergy is not yet available for you, this is because you did not complete the synergy tutorial at the beginning of the game. You can do so by talking to your mother on the ranch. There are other types of transformations available in Monster Crown that work more similarly to something like Mega Evolution from Pokemon. There are certain items like the Atomic Clock that once accessed from the bag will temporarily evolve certain monsters during battle. These are just straight up buffed versions of those monsters and can be permanently evolved outside of battle at the cost of consuming that item. There's not too much to expand upon with that. If you want more information, definitely check out my Monster Crown Evolution Guide, which is a more expanded version of this section. But yeah, that was a very quick and basic look at the Monster Crown battle system. I do hope that at the end of this video, you can now sort of appreciate the fact that Monster Crown does differentiate itself from Pokemon, even more so than a lot of other monster taming games that would consider themselves Pokemon-like. Now, with all that said, if you are a fan of the monster taming genre or just Monster Crown, definitely subscribe to the channel because I put out new monster taming videos every single day, including news, guides, breakdowns, and even streams when we got time. You can also check out my Twitter, Discord, and Patreon, all links below. Speaking of Patreon, special thanks to my patrons, especially Jim Hamilton, Steel Case, and Dark Persona. And with that, we'll see you guys next time. Peace.